Jesus. Listen, the message that I'm preaching, I'm concluding on today is entitled, He Shall Take Care of Me. Let these words bless you. Now let's go into the service already in progress, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Where people just don't know, and where people just can't see it. Talking about a light at the end of the tunnel. Seems like this tunnel is going around in circles. Ain't no light at the end of it. But I serve a God who can give you comfort in the midst of darkness, to let you know that in the midst of hell and confusion, all things are in divine order, not tomorrow, but right now. I've got to know who's on my side. I've got to know what team I'm on. I can't be suffering from an identity crisis. I got to know who I am. Got to know who I belong to. Got to know who my daddy is, and got to know what he is able to do for me. Years ago, when parents wanted to verbally chastise their children, they had a good family name, had a good legacy, a good heritage. They would tell their children, you are Jones, you are Jackson boy, you are Johnson, you are Jenkins, you are Smith, you are Brown, you are White. And Ellis's don't act like that. They were trying to let you know that you better than that. They were trying to let you know that I don't care how bad things get, they're not as bad as you think they are. I don't care how dismal and dark this day might be. It's not as dark and it's not as dismal as you think that it is. And I come to tell somebody, you got to know who you are. You got to know who you belong to. I'm a king's kid. I'm a child of God. And God's children act a certain way. It doesn't matter whether it's sunshine or rain. They still hold on to their praise. They still hold on to their joy. Because they know it doesn't matter how long I might have to cry, weeping only endure for a night. But in the morning time, joy is on the way. Do I have a witness up in here? You got to know who your father is. Got to know who your daddy is. You got to know what he's got in store for you. You got to know what he is able to do. Ain't no time to have no strange relationship with God. Ain't no time to have no strained relationship with Christ. But I got to know now more than ever before what he is able to do in my life and what he is able to do for me. I thank God that I grew up in a good home. Thank God that I had a good father. Didn't matter how bad things got. There was always some bread in the bread box. It didn't matter how high the gas prices got. There was always some gas in the car. It didn't matter how lean things were. The rent was always paid. There was always some lunch meat in the refrigerator. There was always some beans and rice in the cupboard. And I'm here to tell everybody that if I had that kind of father who was limited by his natural abilities, then how much more should I take confidence in knowing that I am a child of God and my father is omnipotent and he can do anything that it